Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Welcome to a very special session this evening, where I will be doing something which I have not done for 6 years, which is a remake of one of the most powerful training videos ever brought to you by the V, called the 8 Basic Building Blocks. Now, I first shot this video 6 years ago, all right, and over the past 6 years, a lot of things have changed in our company, in our organization, in the global network marketing market, and the way things are done today. So we're calling this video, all right, very beautifully put, okay, the 8 Basic Building Blocks Rebuilt. Now, over the past 8 years of building this business, with QuestNet, and especially the V, okay, I've realized that a lot of people have not enough basic foundation knowledge before they go out and start networking. They presume they know a lot, okay? They read a lot of books without consulting people. That means they just pick up any book and read and suddenly feel they know network marketing. So over the past 8 years, I realized that there's no need for a networker to understand anything beyond the basic foundation of network marketing. All right? And I'm telling you, my theme for training today, all right, and the future is back to the basics. And the 8 basic building blocks has been used all over the world, from Iceland to Iran to South Africa to Teluk Intan, Malaysia. All right? It's something you put into your DVD player, you watch, and immediately a brand new person can understand what he needs to do before he gets started. Now, the rule of the 8 basic building blocks is basically something which anyone can learn and teach almost immediately. Doesn't require you to have a PhD, doesn't require you to be any more intelligent than me, and I'm not very intelligent, all right? It's something so easily duplicated. Something which you can watch on a TV tonight and tomorrow morning sit in a coffee shop and share it with your brand new sign up on a piece of paper, just like that. See, ultimately our business is a concept of duplication. Anything which cannot be duplicated downline, all right, serves no purpose in this industry. So sometimes you fall into the trap. The more fancier the training, the more excited you get, correct? Whoa, look at all these new things I've never heard before. But when you sit in the training, the question you have to ask yourself, can I go home and do this tomorrow? And if the answer is no, then that training is technically not effective, because it cannot be duplicated downline. All right? Like Mr. Vijay, my mentor, always taught me, Patman, networking is not about Patman. Networking is about making thousands of Patmans so that the Patman can retire. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
So if you don't create thousands of yourselves downline, you will never retire, and then networking becomes your full-time job forever. All right? But the question, how do you create thousands of yourselves? Have something which can be easily duplicated downline. So over the past 8 years, I've been receiving, all right, tremendous amount of good feedback on the 8 basic building blocks. All right? A lot of people have used it. Okay, I'm very thankful that it's been very effective, but we felt at the V that we needed to do one more. All right? Keep an open mind and let me share with you the easiest, most duplicable concept of networking training which you can use in your daily networking activities. Basic building block number 1 has been highly controversial. All right? Because it touches upon a very sensitive area of people's lives. As you know, basic building blocks number 1 is called the dream. It's called the dream, it's called the reason, it's called the compelling reason, all right? your vision. Now all those words after dream was used to cover up the word dream. Why they came up with compelling reason, vision, reason? Because generally society is uncomfortable when we talk about dreams. And even in my first video when I did it, I was uncomfortable talking about dreams the way I usually do. I said, this is going to go out to the world, I better be careful and not say dreams. Well, let me change my approach. And I'm telling you, basic building block number 1, without it being very clear in your mind and the minds of the people you share it with, I almost can guarantee that they fail in this business. You can be an expert in every other block. You can be an expert in every other area of networking. You can be the best presenter on stage, all right? You can be the best salesman in your company, but it is not effective until you clearly accept basic building block number 1. Think about it, talk about it. Do you understand that? Now, what is basic building block number 1? It is called the dream. Something which many people around the world today have forgotten about. All right? Something which most working people in 9 to 5, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, people don't have time to even think about. You can do an experiment, go out there and ask anyone, excuse me, what's your dream? The guy will not be able to answer you. Or they will give you the standard crappy answers. All right, like big car, big house, good life. A dream without which all your actions mean nothing. Do you understand? You can be a hard-working networker, but not a dreamer and not succeed in this business. You can be a dreamer, all right, and not a very sharp marketing person, and you can succeed in this business. Just to share with you, I hope one day I write a book, and the title of my book will be Even a Moron with a Dream. That's my title. I'm serious. Even a moron with a dream, ... can make it in this business. That's all you need. The foundation of your entry into this business is this concept called the dream. All right? So I'm going to talk to you a little about this. If you look back at your lives, growing up, every child grew up a dreamer. There's never a single child without dreams. Do you realize that? Yes. Your childhood was about, I want this. When I grow up, I want to be this. When I grow up, I want to drive this car. When I grow up, I want to buy that house. Everything you watch on TV, you wanted. All right? And that was because your mind was still naive, innocent. No reality set in yet. Are you guys with me? Yes. All right? You were still like, I can do anything. I believe I can fly. Are you guys with me or not? Yes. All right? But after you start working for 40 years, you can't even buy a ticket to get on an aeroplane, all right, to fly. Forget flying on your own. So what happens to most people is as they grow up, as they start falling into this reality zone of a job, all right, this reality zone of barely surviving every month, they forget all the dreams they had growing up. And to me, that is the saddest thing I see in people. The saddest thing I see in people is when I meet a grown adult who has lost the power and capability